Hello YouTube, my name is Tunde Victor. Follow me and send me a DM on Instagram as Tunde Victor 7. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you few easy methods on how you can remove backgrounds from your image. For this first method, I'm going to be using the Photoshop artificial intelligence to remove the background from this image. And to do that, you have to be using the latest version of Photoshop. The first thing you do, you have to unlock the layer by clicking on this key icon right here. So once I click on the key icon, I'm just going to come to properties and I'm going to come to quick action and I'm going to click on remove background. So once I click on remove background, Photoshop is automatically going to remove the background for me. You can see Photoshop did a very amazing job. Like the algorithm is close to accurate, but if you look at her hair, you can see some blue background on the hair, but we are going to work on that. But you can see the before and the after. You can see Photoshop did a wonderful job selecting this image. We are going to be using this image for the next example. So another way to remove the background of your image, first of all, unlock your layer by clicking on this key icon right here. Come to this quick selection tool and I'm just going to click on select subject, and Photoshop is going to select the subject for me. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to click on this layer mask and add the layer mask. You can see I successfully removed the background for this particular image. But I want to add a solid color to this image because I want to show you guys something. So I'm going to be using a gray layer. So I'm going to just bring this layer down. You can see there are some white thing like halo along the leg, and you can see them here too. So I want to get rid of them. So let me create a layer mask so you can see what I'm showing you properly. You can see those white halos around the edge of the subject. I don't know if you can see them, but I can see them from here. You can see them, those white halos, and they are also here, those white halos around the edges of the subject. So I'm going to get rid of these halos around the subject edge. To get rid of those halos, we are going to be using a filter called the minimum filter. And to do that, all you have to do is click on make sure your layer mask is selected. I'll come to filter, I'll come to others, and I'll come to minimum. So once I'm on minimum, make sure you're working on the layer mask, not the subject. Make sure you are working on the layer mask. So once you're at the minimum, if I bring this all the way down, it's going to shrink the image. As you can see, the image is shrinking. But once I take it here all the way down, you can see the image is back to normal. So I'm going to get rid of those white around the edge. So I'm just going to move my pixels in a little bit until I get the right radius, or until I get the right pixels where I'm no longer gonna see those halos around the edge of the subject. So I'm just going to still move it in a bit. Okay, I think this is okay. Let's see before and after. We just click on this preview to see your before and after. So I'm just going to click on preview. You can see the way it was before, and this is how it is now. You can see we've gotten rid of those whites on the edge. This is the before and this is the after. So I'm just going to click OK. So if I zoom in, you can see those whites, those halos around the edge of the subject are no longer there. So if we just go back and see, you can see the way it was before, and this is after we apply the minimum filter. This is what it looks like right now. So that's how you get rid of those halos if you are working on a white background like this and there's white halos around the edge of the subject. That's how you get rid of it. For the next method on how to remove background from your image, I'm going to be using this picture right here. So first of all, unlock the layer by clicking on the key icon. Then I'll come to a quick selection tool. If you have the newer version of Photoshop, you're going to have this option here, this object selection option. You're going to have it. So all you have to do is click on this object selection actions and just make a selection around the subject, and Photoshop is automatically going to select the subject out for you. This method is not so accurate, so once it's selected, all I have to do is click on layer mask, and it's going to remove the background from the image, but the selection is rough and it's not so accurate. So another way to remove, I'm just going to undo this. If you like this video so far, or if you've learned anything from this video so far, please leave a comment and like this video. So another way to remove background from your image is to come back to your quick selection tool and just click on select and mask. Once you get to this tab, all you have to do is click on your select subject. So once you click on your select subject, it's going to automatically select the subject for you, and once I click OK right here, it's going to add a layer mask automatically for me. So I'm just going to allow it to select the subject, so you can see it has selected the subject for me. And once I click OK right now, you can see it added a layer mask for me automatically as I clicked OK, because I use select and mask. So it means that every selection I made is going to mask it out and open it in a new layer mask for me. So these are the few ways to remove background from your image, and there are other ways to do that, but these are the few quick ways to do that. So I'm going to give you guys a bonus tip on how you can enhance your selection. As you can see, the selection is kind of rough, the edges are kind of rough, so I'm going to show you how to enhance your selection and how to make selection of the hair as well to make the selection perfect. So to do that, all you have to do is double click on your layer mask right here, or you click on select and mask, but I'm just going to double click on this layer mask for those that has the old version of Photoshop. So I'm just going to double click here like this, and it's going to open this tab right here for me. This property tab is going to open, and the reason why it's showing like this is because my transparency is of 49. If I bring my transparency all the way down, you can see it's showing the original background, but if I bring it all the way up, it's going to remove the background totally. So I prefer to leave it in 50 so I can see what the background looks like before and what I'm doing. So I'm just going to zoom in so you guys can see what I want to do right now. You can see the edges are kind of rough, and I want to make it a little bit smoother. So to do that, I'll come to my global refinement, and I'm going to move my smooth inside a bit, let's say 8, and just look at the edge, and you can see what it's doing to the edge. And I'm going to bring my contrast into a little bit, just bring my contrast in to about 9. Okay, it's okay. So I'm going to click OK so I can show you the before and after of what we just did. I'm going to click OK right now, and once I click OK, I'll come to my history, and I'm going to show you the before and after. Just check it. This is before. You can see the edge are kind of rough, and this is the after. You can see they are kind of smooth right now. Let me zoom out so you can see. This is how it was before, and this is how it is now. You can see it's smooth. If you feel it's still too rough, you can double click here again, increase the smoothness until you feel you're okay with it, but I think I'm going to leave it like this. So another thing I'm going to do right now, I'm going to make I'm just going to click OK first. I'm going to make the edges looks more realistic. So to do that, I'm going to double click here again, and once I double click here, I'm going to come to my refine edge tool. Once I'm on my refine edge tool, I'm just going to use my brush to brush around the edges of the image so it can look good. I'm just going to brush on the edges to make it more realistic. So like that, I'm just going to do this for all the edges. I'll come to this other side, I'll do the same thing for the edges here. this is just how to make the edge looks good. So I'll do the same thing here for this edge. I'll come down a bit. Okay, I think I'll do the same thing here, and I'm going to click OK right now, and I'll show you the before and after so you can see what we just did. You can see the edges are looking more better. So this is how the edges was before, and this is how it is right now. You can see the edges is looking more realistic. This is how it was before, and this is how it is right now. So that's how you get your edges to look right. So the next I'm going to do now, I'm going to work on the hair, because I want the hair to look good, because the hair is looking somehow right now, but I want the original hair. This is the original hair. You can see some strands of the hair, so I want those details back. So to do that, I'm going to double click on this my layer again. So once this tab is open again, if you have the latest version of Photoshop, all you can do is just click on refine hair, and Photoshop will automatically refine the hair for you. As you can see, Photoshop automatically refine the hair for you. I'll just click on OK. But since for those of you who have the older version of Photoshop, I'll just undo this, do it manually. So I'm just going to click on my refine edge tool again, and I'm just going to brush all around the edges of the hair to bring back those hair strands, to make the hair looks more realistic. So I'm just going to brush around the edges of the hair like this, like that. And it's going to bring back those details there, and the hair is going to be looking more better. So you can see the hair is looking really good right now. So I'm just going to click OK, and I'm going to show you the before and after. So this is before we did the refine edge tool on the hair, and this is the after. You can see the hair is looking more better, and also I can see there are some details as if the is affecting the hair. So to get like this place now, to get those details back, all you have to do is use your brush tool. Make sure your foreground color is on white, and just paint over those parts to get those details back. So just paint over those parts you want to get back to get those hair details back from those areas like this. Just the way I'm doing it right now, like this, because I feel they are distracting. So I'm just going to get those areas back, like let's say here, I'm going to get here back. Yes, so this is how you refine your hair. This is how you refine the hair. And I'm going to be doing a more detailed video on how to mask out subjects from the background and make it looks more realistic. So guys, so this is it. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more videos like this in the future, and also leave a comment if you learn anything from this video, and leave a like. I'll see you guys in my next video.